more beyond the coaching, or is it sort of just becoming StarCraft school?
Well, we definitely want to kind of bring a small community of our own together, but uh, as far as other possibilities, with these new camps we're bringing up, hopefully we're going to be, creating a lot of lands pretty soon, little specialized tournaments, and just bring in a whole lot of new things that most of these communities have never seen before, as far as coaching and just trying to, you know, give a little back to the community.
Yeah, on that, Gosu Coaching is also, well, when the beta was running, ran things like the weekly $100 tournament in which anybody could sign up. It wasn't like all the other tournaments that were going on where it was all invitationals. Anyone could sign up and come and try out and see if they could compete for $100. And we've seen some really interesting players come out of the woodwork in there, like Chef, who kind of came out of nowhere. He was a Brood War player, but and
QXC, a lot of them.
yeah.
It's kind of just been the place where people can make their names.
Also, for lower players, you guys also ran the Silver Stars tournament, in which the grand prize was actually free coaching, which is also a really good, unique idea.
Yep. We kind of were lacking on some sponsors during the beginning of those, and we thought, well, if we can't offer people money, if they're on our site, they're probably looking for coaching. Why don't we just give them some free coaching lessons? That'd be a good incentive, and anyone can sign up, like you say. It kind of gives the lower level players a chance to compete, in an environment that's more suited to their skill level. It's a good idea.
And do you have any hints as to what the future of Gosu Coaching has in mind?
We're just gonna get bigger, Hopefully soon we'll be adding some more coaches. We'll make it a lot easier to go ahead and schedule lessons. And I think a big transition that you guys are gonna see is these camps. As long as the first one or two take off, we should be having camps not just in Arizona but all across the United States. The possibility of anyone from big cities could go and potentially get some coaching at a LAN center.
Any chance of Toronto on that list, huh?
I don't know. We'll see. We haven't been thinking outside the country yet, but it's a possibility. Who knows?
Well, Canada's pretty much America. It's like,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
mean,
pretty.
if you listen to what In Control says about my country, holy crap.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to In Control about anything as far as Canada. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you remember that stuff, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a good segue, because actually the next header I have here is Gosu Camp.
Ah, I see.
So,
Well,
when's the first camp?
our first camp is going to be August 4th through 8th in Arizona, our house actually, and we're actually already filled up, so people can't really sign up anymore. But hopefully, as long as this first camp goes well, there's going to be a lot more.
And let's go over what Gosu Camp is, because some people don't read forums. So, what's Gosu Camp going to be?
Basically, it's going to be a personalized camp where we just take a few select people. We're going to fly in a few of the Gosu Coaching members and kind of give people some one-on-one specific training in person. There's only so much you can really coach someone online. You can't really deal with the like the LAN perspective where people can go around and view keyboard placement, view how these top players actually play in person. It will give them a lot better perspective, an idea of what the top level players play like and how to play like them.
And what kind of stuff is going to happen during these events? I heard stuff about talks and all sorts.
Yeah, well, we're going to schedule like lessons. We're going to kind of make it kind of a softer version of the Korean scene where people are going to be waking up at a certain time. You're going to have 8 hours of scheduled practice, but it's going to be split up between lunch and like kind of like talks, where we'll split up into Terran, Protoss, Zerg groups, and have the Zerg coach a specific build or how to defend against a specific timing attack, and just kind of do little things that a lot of people could potentially use.
All right. Well, I heard like there was some stuff about having like talks as well.
Yes, that's going to be part of the split up season, or part of it.
Okay. And how about this? There was supposed to be like a sort of end of camp tournament.
Yes, that's the other thing. We're also going to give people a chance to potentially win their money back from the camp. It's going to kind of give people a taste of what the competitive scene will be like. There's a lot of these people that are going to be going to the camp have never actually been to a LAN tournament before, and it's going to kind of give them a taste of what that feels like.
Are you guys excited to do this?
Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. I think this is going to be a blast.
Going to be a bit of a party?
We're going to have some underage kids there, so no alcohol, but we might have some kind of a party.
And you said that you want to expand this Gosu coaching camp, or this Gosu camp. Where do you want to go with it? You said you wanted all over the country, and who do you guys?
Yeah, well, we were thinking about possibly running out like hotel rooms or something before BlizzCon. Not a hotel room, but the what do you call those? Like the big lobby rooms, and possibly setting up some tables, computers in there, and for a couple days, or maybe renting out a LAN center depending on where we're at. And just making it a lot more accessible. We understand how hard it is for someone who lives in Washington D.C. to fly out to Arizona for a coaching seminar, but we'll see.
Like going on tour, maybe?
Yeah, we were thinking of that too, but it's a bit harder for us to go on tour because we got to also constantly be practicing in order to stay up with the competition. It's not just about coaching. I still have aspirations to be a top player as well.
Oh yeah, you got to keep the legitimacy of the business, right?
Yep, exactly.
And that brings us to Team Egg.
Oh man.
Now, I was told by some sources that you guys were formed specifically for StarCraft 2, the team you guys got going right now. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. They hired us a year ago while we were still top Brood War players, but this is all basically with the intention that we become top StarCraft 2 players.
And how's they been treating you?
They've actually been treating us great. Every time someone needs something like a new not like a whole new computer, but any kind of specific parts for a computer, any kind of keyboard, mouse, headset, peripheral. They've given us clothes. They help pay our rent. They've literally been all that we could have ever asked for so far. They've done everything they said they were going to do. It's been amazing.
And they just let you play.
Yep, exactly. As long as we're getting their name out there, that's all they want.
And you're planning for Team EG to be one of the premier teams right up there with, MYM and I'm trying to think of the other ones, OGS and all those other...
Fnatic, everyone, yep. That's what we want. We want to be the best. We'll see.
So let's run down the list, because I know there's been some changes. I don't know if you wanted to make them public yet, but who is Team EG? Like, what are the players right now?
Well, right now, Team EG is just the standard Louder, In Control, Elza Gamer, Nyokin, myself, Inca, and then, I don't know if people know this or not, but we actually just added 2 more players, Axelav and Strife Crow. We had a tryout a few days ago, and yeah, so we added 2 more players as well.
And now, what I wrote here, you're the only Zerg player, but not anymore, because one of those 2 players is a Zerg player. So
nope, that's actually a big reason why we had hired Strife Crows, because I literally have no Zergs to practice with, so it's gonna make it a lot easier for me.
Couldn't you just practice with Slush or something?
Slush is never on. At least as far as I know. Slush is good though. I wouldn't mind practicing with him for sure.
So what's been your experience? Oh, sorry, I already talked about team meet. Okay, let's go more into the house. You said that you guys brought up starting the house for StarCraft 2, and now that it's actually running, how's the time in the house been?
You know, a lot of people don't realize that. You think, oh man, it'd be so much fun to just sit here and be in a house all day. But what people don't realize is we're actually just in this house 24/7 practicing and playing video games on the off time like this. It gets a little dull just because we live literally in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out here as far as entertainment goes, or a fun place to go unless you want to drive a couple hours. But it overall isn't too bad. It's kind of what we wanted, less distraction.